Good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of News in Motion. Today, it is July 11th, 2024. If you're tuning in live with us here at 7:25 a.m., it is also Throwback Thursday here on the Young People Takeover. So, of course, we will have the young people give some headline news, but we will also have some conversation about Throwback Thursday, what decade we were going to talk about today is the 70s. So if you are knowledgeable enough about the 70s, make sure that you stick around for Throwback Thursday. If you enjoyed Well Spoken Wednesday and Talk About It Tuesday this week, please let us know in the chat that you enjoyed those two segments and also that you've enjoyed the first week of Young People Takeover. We will be here the whole month of July, and then after July, News and Motion will be taking a break in August, but we will return in September. Um, as you are coming up in the room, make sure that you invite a friend. Let them know that you're tuning into News in Motion. Invite the young people over as well that you know. Before we get started, good morning to you, Miss Marion Jackson. Good morning to you, Miss Adrian. Good morning, Ready Media. Good morning to you as well. Anybody who's coming in, if you're through YouTube or LinkedIn, if you're an audio or podcast listener, we just want to say thank you for turning those dials to NIM today. Keep your eyes on the road. Please keep your eyes on the road. But if you're stationary and you have a chance to talk with us, please do so through LinkedIn or YouTube. Miss Marion Jackson says that she is enjoying the Young People Takeover. We appreciate you. So, without further delay, let's get into it, y'all. We'll be right back after this brief intro.
News in Motion.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News in Motion. It is the Young People Takeover. It is also Throwback Thursday. It's your boy, Isaiah Jones.
It's your girl, Lexi Williams.
And this is the Young People Takeover here on News in Motion. How is everyone doing today on this terrific Thursday, Throwback Thursday, whatever day you want to use the adjective for? We almost to the end of the week, y'all. We almost to the end of the week. So, we almost there. We almost there. But Lexi, how are you doing from this first week of the Young People Takeover? How's it feel to be back?
I'm good. It feels good to be back. We're shaking off everything, voice cracks and all. But yes, we're shaking off all the dust. It's time for us to come back. We've been on a break for a little while, but hey, I'm here for a good Throwback Thursday. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to continue the conversation or the debate that we had yesterday about what goes with pizza, what doesn't, and also to talk about a particular decade from back in the day. So, we're gonna get into it, but of course we got some headline news. Lexi, you want to start off, or I can?
Sure, I can go. Let's go.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey everybody, good morning, News and Motion family. Today is Thursday, July 11th, 2024. I am Lexi Williams, your special reporter and NIM Youth Ambassador. Today is Throwback Thursday. Hey now, Throwback Thursday. And thank you to Auntie Gail and the News and Motion Ready Media team. Hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello LinkedIn. I hope your week has been as great as you are. Today is our Friday, so we will not be returning tomorrow, but we will see you next Tuesday for All Good Things Talk About It Tuesday. So here we go. Story one. Housing is on the loose in Columbus. We got issues, people. We got issues, but it's okay. We're going to get it right. So right now, if you haven't noticed, the city of Columbus is constantly growing and expanding left and right. You see new homes being built for all the incoming traffic that will be happening in the next few years. And trust me, we've got a lot coming. I quote from 10 TV, the city of Columbus has been working for months now on overhauling 70-year-old zoning codes in an effort to ease the city's growing housing crisis. So, if this new zoning codes are passed, it would allow for more than 80,000 new housing units along city corridors such as High Street and Parsons Avenue. I further quote, our housing crisis gets worse by the day, said Columbus City Councilman Rob Dorans. When you talk about housing, there is no singular solution. There's no silver bullet that's going to fix our housing crisis. It's 1,000 things we need to do to produce more housing. He continued to tell 10 TV, our code right now basically says you can either do this or you can do that. There's not a lot in between. But for right now, the plan is currently in a 60-day public review. But now there are other options such as building duplex and triplex homes, but in order to do that, companies must apply for variances, which can slow a project down by months, and Columbus does not have months to spare. The other idea they are proposing are ADUs, which are accessory dwelling units. They are like carriage houses or smaller homes that occupy the same property as an existing home. But I quote, the city is working on a pilot program for such buildings and will be rolling that out in the next coming weeks or months. 10 TV spoke to Kathy Green. She represents the Columbus Southside Area Commission and she lives near Parsons and Whittier. There we go. She speaks on how living on the South Side, she has seen the effects of skyrocketing housing prices. The prices are going to the prices are going to go up, and that drives people out of their own homes because the higher the taxes and things of that nature. She said when the new tax valuations came out, there was a lot of conversation about what is the true value of my home and how can I reduce that so I can afford to stay here in the neighborhood. 10 TV also talked to Megan Sweeney, who is a realtor with the Caldwell Banker Realty, and she said the entry level mark for the first time home buyers is getting harder and harder to meet. Sweeney said, a lot of things need to change. There need to be options for people that want to make the American dream a reality. And right now, there's not enough inventory, enough housing to meet the demands. There was no exact date given of when City Council will take up legislation to formally overhaul the city zoning code, but ideally it could be at the end of July. So my thoughts: Columbus is expecting millions of people here to move in and to congregate here in the next few years. You guys know with Intel moving over here, people are going to get really busy and traffic is going to get worse. Hate to say it, but it's true. Gotta admit it while we're here. Traffic is going to get worse, but it's a good thing. I'm excited for Columbus and all that's going to come out of it in the next few years. But I'll be off to college, so y'all gonna have to watch that without me. But yeah, enjoy the traffic. Hate to say it, but enjoy it. But yeah, so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot happening. But Isaiah, what are you thinking?
And I'm thinking that first, nobody really likes any kind of traffic, but if it's necessary for progress, so and it's wild to think that you're gonna be off in college while that's happening. So, dang, why you gotta remind me about that, Lex? You know,
You miss me, I know.
I know we definitely gonna miss you. But before we get into the next headline news, you mind if I be a meteorologist for
Oh, go ahead, please.
all right. So, for our um, weather report today, if you are in Columbus, Ohio, it's going to be a high of 85 degrees. Right now, it is 63 degrees. Let's see what else we got. Just picking random locations here. Picking random locations here in New York. It is 77 degrees, and it's going to be a high of 90. Down in Houston, it is going to be a high of 90 degrees as well. Right now, it feels like 76. All the way on the other side of the world, over on the West Coast, in Los Angeles, it is 67 degrees and it's going to be a high of 88. And over in Baltimore, it is going to be a high of 90 degrees, and right now it feels like 72. So make sure that you are staying nice and comfortable, nice and cozy for the weather. Shouldn't be no showers, maybe some clouds in the sky, but shouldn't be no showers today. So
Alrighty, all right.
heading over to our next headline news. This is being reported by CNN. Biden's political position is rapidly deteriorating as critical news conference looms. Again, this is being reported by CNN, and it's been a staggering 24 hours that cracked the political foundation of Joe Biden's reelection bid, leaving him to face the most high-pressure presidential news conference in modern history, and that's going to happen tonight. Um, the stakes of Biden's the stakes for Biden's solo appearance, at the conclusion of the NATO summit multiplied by the hour as his political position unraveled at the diligently sampling rate, as supporters from Congress to Hollywood warn that he needs to step aside for the sake of the party and the country. You also factor in his health, and sometimes that it takes him a while to not really come up with the words to say, but to remember the questions in mind, it's not really looking good for the Democratic Party. And I also have another story that ties into this with George Clooney also wanting to take away his support from the Democratic Party as well. And he feels the same way that Biden needs to take some time to step aside and also put his health first as well. So if you have all of these people saying that you need to step aside and you need to do what's best for the party and for the country, then 9 times out of 10 they're probably right. They're just probably doing what's best for you. Good morning to you, Miss Kim Emerson, by the way. Good morning, Miss Shardinia. Good morning, Miss Deborah Johnson. Just some more people that came in the room as we were going through our headlines. Good morning to you. Hope you are enjoying your Throwback Thursday and enjoying this week as well. Lex, can I get your opinion on the Democratic Party wanting Biden to step aside and George Clooney as well?
I mean, we've been talking about it for the last couple of days. It's a lot to process. It's not the first time we've been in this situation as a nation, but it's quite interesting because it goes a little bit into my next story, which is why I chose this one. But yeah, it's something interesting to see. And our generation gets to experience it. So every generation always has something to experience. So I feel like for politically, this is one of ours. But it's quite something interesting to see that a president doesn't want to step down, but you could kind of see from both sides why he wouldn't want to step down and why others would want him to step down. I think coming from another perspective of being a younger voter coming up soon, around the corner, down the street, around the corner.
Hey now.
It'd be nice to see someone new, but I said that the other day, so as much as we would like that, it's not necessarily possible unless you tune in on yesterday. If you watch the replay, you'll see what we talked about with the possibility of someone new stepping in. Excuse the voice cracks and all, but yes, it would be nice, but to each their own. And like I said, just vote and pray, hashtag vote and pray in the chat, if you know what I mean.
Miss
Hashtag
Bennett
vote and
Jackson
pray.
brings up a good point. If Biden does step aside, who will be the nominee?
Mhm.
When I mean, I would just thought it would make sense to make Kamala, because
So like
she's
we
the vice
talked about
president.
yesterday, it would technically be Kamala if they decide that to pass down the Biden Harris what's the word I'm looking for? The Biden Harris political party, if you know what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say, down
Yep.
to Kamala. So she would get typically all the revenue and every type of political help that she would need from that, just right straight down to her. Because right, like we talked about yesterday, she wouldn't have a strong political standpoint or party to go behind her. With her in her first term, she had already had to drop out because her party was not that strong. The people behind her could not hold up what she needed. But yeah, see, I see on the chat, hashtag vote and pray. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah. So just keep doing that, voting and praying. That's our thing for this month. Vote and pray.
Well, and pray, encourage the young people to vote as well. We really need to get the young people's interest in voting, even if they think that their vote doesn't matter. It does. Their vote can literally change the tide of not just the election, but possibly this country. So
Mhm.
if we emphasize that, because it's not only our civic duty, it's also our right to, um, get them to. If they are not interested in voting, get them interested in being a poll worker, an election poll
Right.
worker. We have links for those. One of the links is www.powertopolls.org/news in motion. We also have iwillvote.com, ballotpedia.com, so that way they can know what a ballot looks like in their area. And we will get these in the chat momentarily, but we need to really put emphasis on voting for this upcoming election. Yes, we may not like the candidates, we may not agree with everything that they say, but at the end of the day, it's important that we use our civic duty and we use our right to vote. We also have a comment here. Oh, it's just Miss Kim Evans saying amen. Thank you for that. Thank you
Amen.
as well. Uh, we have one more headline before we continue our debate from yesterday.
Oh
Okay.
God.
And then we also have our national days too.
We do indeed. So one last headline from me. Um, It's called Making an Interesting Political History. This one story comes from UPI, which is where I get all my interesting stories, the ones that are a little funky and silly, be like, huh? But this one is Making an Interesting Political History. So just because I thought this one would be interesting, you can see because of where our nation is politically. So right now, I quote, the Canadian man has become the first candidate in the nation's history to receive 0 votes in a contested federal election. This Canadian was Felix Antoine Hamel. Excuse me if I said his name wrong. He happened to be one of the 84 candidates to run in a Toronto by election after he and 76 others were approached by election reform group Longest Ballot Committee. I quote, Hamel was the only candidate in the race to receive 0 votes. He said he didn't even vote for himself because he is not a Toronto resident and therefore not eligible to cast a ballot. He told CBC News, when I saw the result, I was like, well, I am the true unity candidate. Everyone agrees not to vote for me, Hamel told the CBC News. The article continues, the Library of Parliament databases confirmed Hamel was the first candidate in the country's history to fail to receive a single vote in a contested election. Other candidates have run in uncontested races and won without a single vote. 6 other candidates in the same race received only 2 votes each. And he wrapped up the story by saying, I'm one of the last people I would expect to make Canadian history in any way, he said. My thoughts, I'm thinking that's quite an interesting history to make, but I wouldn't really want to be the one to make it. I feel I'd be just a little bit embarrassed, just a little bit. But, it's to each his own. To each his own.
To each his own. To each his own. Hey, that's sometimes the mindset you got to have to each his own. Mm-hmm. But continuing our talk from yesterday, Ms. Lexi, if you would like to remind the people of what you think belongs on pizza. So, Kim Emerson says, all bless his heart, no votes.
It's so true. Bless his whole heart. Bless his whole heart.
Bless his whole heart, no votes at all, no votes. But continuing our talk from yesterday, we were discussing what belongs on pizza, what goes well with pizza. Right. Lexi thinks that pineapple goes on pizza. Hey, like you said, to each his own.
Mm-hmm. To each his own.
I'm one of those people that that like to put ranch with a pizza,
and I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah, and I also agree. Underrated topping is pepperoni and sausage. So let us know in the chat. It's time for our engagement. It's time for y'all to talk back with us. Let us know, 1, what's your go-to pizza topping, and 2, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes, pineapple belongs on pizza. It is okay. I don't see why not. And now y'all know I'm a little bit extra special. So sometimes I would used to do like pineapple and tomato and cheese, which was good. It was a great combo. Right now, I'm not really one for tomato. I can't really do it anymore because you already got the tomato sauce. So to add extra tomato sauce, it's not really anymore. But right now, I'm a gal to do the pineapple with cheese. That's good. I find that great. It's amusing to me. My taste buds love it. And Miss Kim Edmondson said, uh-oh. She said pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
we'll go with that.
I've tried that combo before.
That's not bad.
It's decent. It's decent. She also gave her opinion on pineapple and pizza. Which, listen, to each their own.
To each their own is the topic of this conversation. To each their own.
I get, you're trying to mix the sweet with the savory, but that's what breakfast is for. That's what breakfast for. Because if you really think about it, you have, your pizza dough, your cheese, the tomato sauce. If you're doing a Hawaiian pizza, you also have the ham, which is salty. Okay, you got your savory. Mostly so that
you go ahead, you break fast somewhere else. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then you have the sweet with the pineapple. Mm-hmm. That's usually reserved for like the breakfast time, or like you get you something savory.
Well, you break fast back to breakfast. You go ahead, because I'll be over here with my pineapple and ham and cheese and all of it. Yep, sure shall.
Miss Deborah Johnson says pineapple and ham are so good on pizza. I say good. Can't go wrong with a Hawaiian pizza.
Can't go wrong.
Miss Latrice Jones says chicken and spinach.
That's good.
Okay. You would strike me more as like the works type of person.
Really?
Yeah, but like Latrice Jones, you would strike me as a works. Like, she get like the peppers and the mushrooms with like a pepperoni type.
There are some people who like cauliflower crust, and I'm not against it. This cauliflower crust with like provolone and then like some grilled onions and spinach on it. Let me tell you, when I say that pizza slaps. That pizza.
Onions?
No. You got to think about grilled onions, not just any old onions.
Yeah,
no. You got to be cooked.
Grilled
They're good.
onions on a pizza?
Yes. It's the same thing that when you get a veggie supreme, when you get like all that stuff or any supreme pizza at all, that usually comes sometimes with onions. You just
I
don't
thought
usually
I was
see it.
ordering pizza, not a burger.
Mm, mm. Ooh, may the Lord be with you. All I can do is pray for you. Because Lord
Miss
knows.
De- Miss Deborah Johnson said my go-to pizza is a supreme with meat and veggies.
See, and the
Okay,
veggies, a
yeah. I'm
part of
about to
that
say
is onions. You have to catch it.
yeah, you had to catch you had to catch it. Mr. Cheese Joe says pineapple Lord have mercy. Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, green peppers, onions, and extra cheese. The works. Yep. See, I know my mom's. I know my mom's, and she goes on to say my son knows his mama. Miss Shardinia says, I love pineapple on pizza. Yesterday, I had a new firecracker pizza. It was delicious. I love spicy food.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
a firecracker
Now,
pizza.
me
That
and
sounds
spicy don't be
good.
getting along.
It sounds good. Did it have red chili flakes on it by chance? With like
Probably.
with like cut
Just a little,
pepperonis.
just a little sauce.
Also, where's y'all Lexi? What's your go-to like pizza spot? Like you like to go to Donato's, Pizza Hut,
Okay, there's a couple. So where we used
Jets.
so there's this one place called Lombardi's. I don't do see here's the thing. My family, we don't really do the whole what do you call
Like
that? On brand pizza stuff. We like
yeah.
the local stuff. So
Okay.
therefore,
Okay.
I say Lombardi's, y'all need to check them out because they do ice cream and milkshakes and stuff and pizza. Slaps every time. Never misses. There's
Okay.
Lombardi's. Oh gosh. Giannino's, which is really good.
That's
So
like
good.
a good spot.
That's like my favorite spot right now. Giannino's, they don't do ice cream though, like Lombardi's does. That's why I highly recommend Lombardi's. And I would say Giannino's. Then we also do Cottage Inn, so that's fine with us. But
I think I've
to
heard
each
of
his
that.
own. Like that's the one name brand place we'll go to if we're like it's just us. Now if it's everybody, we usually have to get a name brand place because everybody has their unique taste. But I highly recommend those three. Please check them out. They're really good little local spots that are beautiful pizza.
Chef's Kids. Most definitely gonna check those out as well. Miss Marion Jackson said my pizza toppings are cheese, pepperoni, ham, bacon, onions, green pepper, mushrooms, green and black olives.
See, okay, now, I'm not the one for black olives. Me and black olives, she's a great gal, but we don't get along. We don't get along. Great girl with personality. That pop of flavor really comes in on your tongue, but no. I'm all right. Six
Okay.
feet distance is giving coronavirus. Gotta go.
Oh, for over olives?
Mhm.
That
I'll eat
like
them if I have to. If it's my only option, okay, we can get down. But no.
okay. So
See,
so so are like olives like your Brussels sprouts in a way?
yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Okay. 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 All right. But so we'll get into that another day. So I was just gonna say if it's your last food on earth and you had to eat it, are you going to?
Oh Lord, yeah, I'll eat it. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
'cause I have
Miss
to.
Deborah Johnson says if it's done right, cauliflower crust is really good.
See,
Um,
it's good. Y'all got to get it from. There's this one place me and my mom used to go to, and I forget the name. I gotta ask her if she was on. Hey, mama. Um, yeah, there's this one place we used to go and got this cauliflower because oh my gosh, it was so good. I'll find you. I'll tell you. I'm gonna come back on Tuesday with the name of the place. It's so good, so good.
hmm. Miss Shardinia says I've had pizza with just green peppers and onions and it was really good. Okay, so
See,
just
you
like
gotta give
a
onions a
veggie type of
try.
pizza.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Listen, I like a good onion. I like a good cooked caramelized grilled onion, but not on pizza.
He
That's
don't
stuff
know no
that you
better. Forgive him, y'all. He don't know no better.
that's stuff that you usually find in a taco or a burger.
Okay. All right, man. Let's get to this 70s conversation because you're going to get me caught up.
All right, we can finish up this conversation with a few more comments. Miss Deborah Johnson says caramelized onions are my favorite topping, and she also loves Angie's and
Carducci's probably.
Carlucci's.
Carducci's. She's
Carlucci's.
probably talking about Carducci's. If
Okay.
Miss Deborah Johnson, if I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We also Kim Emerson also says she likes green olives and onions are good on anything.
See?
All
See?
right, all right, okay,
See?
all right.
Thank you. The people have
Y'all
spoken.
convinced me enough. Y'all
The
have
people have
convinced me
spoken.
enough.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm convinced. I'm still not gonna do pineapple on pizza though. I'll do onions, but
You
I
have
ain't
to
gonna do
try
pineapple.
it.
I have
One day
tried
we're
it.
gonna try it. Yeah, we're gonna try it. It's all right. It's all right.
It's
Don't
all,
even
no,
worry
it's
about
all
it. I'm
good.
gonna
It's
get
all
them right,
good.
y'all. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. Now, before we head into an inspirational message, Lexi
And
has
national
her
days.
and national days. The
Y'all, he was
era.
slacking on me. He's like we don't do this every time. You
I
know
know
what? It's okay. That's another conversation for another day. Come on, let's go. Come on.
The era of music that we're going to talk about for Throwback Thursday is the 70s. So, if you know any 70s artist or any artist that
Drop
comes
your
to
favorite
mind,
in the chat. Drop
please
your
drop your
favorite.
favorite artist in the chat from the 70s. If you have a favorite song from the 70s,
Oh Lord.
um, like anything related to the 70s. If you have anything related to the 70s, please let us know in the chat. That is going to be the topic decade for Throwback Thursday. When I think of 70s, I usually think of like Michael Jackson. I'm trying to think who else. I think
Al Green.
Curtis, Al Green,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth,
Yep. Miss Kim Evanson. She knows. She knows.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
She knows the agenda. That's my people right there. Oh, y'all know I'm old. I'm old in my
Miss
heart and
Deborah
spirit.
Johnson also said Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Let's groove tonight.
All
I can
right,
hear it in
now,
my head.
hey,
Come on.
careful with that. We're gonna be out here too, Steven. You keep going.
Listen, a 1-2 step, we'll get down. I'm down for the get down.
I'm trying to think.
Al Green.
Yeah, Al Green. I'm trying to think. When did
I
Crooklyn came out?
so in
What?
love with you. That's my song. Sorry.
When did Crooklyn came out?
What?
Cause the movie Crooklyn, this by Spike Lee. Lex, come on now. Lex. Oh Lord.
You know, I think there's something wrong with my computer.
Ooh, anyway. we gotta we gonna get you together. All right.
Maybe there was something. No, yeah, no.
Because
You said
I'm
who? What's it called?
the movie Crooklyn by Spike Lee.
Mm. You know, maybe that sounds familiar in another land. Oh, in another lifetime. I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, we don't own any rights to the music I just sang. Sorry, forgot about that.
Yeah.
We don't own any rights.
We gonna like you gonna get me with. Okay, Crooklyn came out in 1994. Okay, it came out in
Thank you. That,
1994.
and I was born in 2007. Okay. Yep. Just had
It's
to.
still a timeless movie though. It still is.
That time this movie never came around to me.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
we have to remember, y'all. You is a tad touch bit.
I'm a early 2000s.
So you
Yeah,
old is what you're telling me.
I'm a.
Yes, but it's okay. But it's okay. Yeah, you thought you was gonna get away with everything from today. Oh no. I'm still coming for you. Today's Throwback Thursday. I can play around today. It's all right.
Okay. Miss Latrice Jones says Ohio players and
Okay.
Sly the Family.
Sly and the Family. I know some Sly and the Family. That's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
And
George
also
Benson.
George
Yeah. So give
Benson.
me the night. That's my song.
I think I've heard that song before. I think if I keep hearing the melody, it probably will come back to me. I'm pretty sure I've heard that song before.
Cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night.
Yep, I've
Tonight.
heard that. I've heard that. I
Yeah.
just didn't know it was by him.
Oh Lord have mercy. See, and he won't talk about me not knowing one movie.
How am I supposed to know? Okay, Mr. Chief Jones also says Frankie, Beverly, and Maze, and Miss Kim Emerson says the.
Cause I'm easy, easy like Sunday morning. That is a song. Oh, that's a song.
She had to put the whole voice on.
Mm-hmm.
She had to put the voice on and hold the extended note.
Come on, Lionel Richie. That's a moment right there.
Hey, you
I said I'm gonna give you saxophone and vocals too. I said, okay, Lionel Richie, we see you. We see him.
Go ahead and hold that extended note. You do the thing with that one. Miss Marion Jackson said the OJs. Okay.
Yep, the OJs.
She's not talking about the breakfast beverage anyway, y'all. She said Come on, it was an alley oop. It was right there for me. It was right there for me.
Don't forget the one we all know. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's
Isn't that?
cold out, don't mess this up. Don't get your black card revoked. What song is that, Isaiah? What song
I'm.
is that? What song is that?
That's
Onto the trees. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that your son
that's
don't know this. I
look.
won't.
I
I
got
won't.
sun.
He.
I got sun.
Mm-mm.
That's.
That's what you don't know exactly.
No. I know it. It's My Girl. It's called My Girl. First off,
Okay.
and it's
Right.
by
By who? By who?
The Temptations.
Thank you. It took you
Exactly.
long enough.
Exactly.
Took you long enough.
Come on now.
Took you long enough.
You got to keep them guessing. You got to keep them waiting.
Yeah,
The
right.
Bee Gees, Shows on Culture by Miss Latrice Jones. The Isley Brothers, Can't
Wait,
Go
wait, wait,
Wrong
wait,
with
wait, wait,
Mine.
wait, wait, wait. You know who the Bee Gees are, right?
Miss Kim Emerson also says yes, Latrice.
Auntie, I know you're talking better than this. Don't I know? It's okay. I'm not even. Thank you, Auntie. Auntie Kim said no, 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 no. We're about to take your card because what you're going to talk about one movie that I don't know. No, you don't know. Oh Lord have mercy, I can't get out. We got 3 minutes. We got to go.
We appreciate y'all joining us for this throwback conversation.
Woo.
Lexi, would you like to tell us the national days for today, and we will head to the inspirational message.
Oh, I'm so caught up. I don't know. We're gonna need a lot of inspiration for this message because oh Lord. I know. Auntie Latrice, he's sheltered. He was under a rock. He didn't know. I mean, I'm younger than him. And I knew.
Bro, to be fair,
What's the verse? Train up the child in the way they should go. You tried, Auntie, but then he done store what his wind just went that way.
to be
He was
fair,
trying to
I'm an early 2000s, and I pay more attention to the 90s and like the late 80s than I did like the 70s and
and
the
I'm the
60s.
later 2000s, and I pay attention to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm a brush. I'm
All
gonna
I
get
can
back
do
on
is
my
pray for
knowledge
it. We're
of
gonna get you right by
history.
next Thursday. It's okay, y'all. I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna put them
Yeah,
on.
we
Don't
gonna
worry
get
about
right
it.
by next Thursday.
But
It's
let me
all
get
good.
to these
It's all
national
good.
days because we got to go. Lord Jesus. Today, y'all.
This is what we do here on Thursdays. We like to have fun.
Today is All American Pet Photo Day. It is
Mm.
Captive Nations Week. It's celebration of the Golden Spurs. It's Cheer Up the Lonely Day. And Isaiah about to be real lonely, so he gonna need some cheering up. Lord Jesus. It's Day of the Flemish Community. It's a free Slurpee Day. Hey now, get a Slurpee while you listen to some 70s, 80s, or 90s music. It's International Essential Oils Day. It's National 7-Eleven Day. Hey, get you a little Slurpee at 7-Eleven. Got you, got you. It's National Blueberry Muffin Day. We love a good muffin. It's National Culture and Senior Citizens Day. It's National Mojito Day. I'd get a mocktail. Thank you for those who are under 18. I have it's just a mocktail. I will be getting one myself. National Rainier Cherry Day. It's a type of cherry. National State Fair Food Day. The State Fair is coming up. We'll be talking about that next week. National Swimming Pool Day. World. That's a big word that I don't know how to say. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Benzodiazepine. Yep, Awareness Day. It's something. It's something. I encourage you to look it up. World Population Day. And yeah, that's it for your national days today.
And you said it was blueberry muffin today?
It is. It is a good blueberry muffin day.
Hey, I got a question. Do you know the Muffin Man? The one that
You have
lives on
no right to
Georgia?
crack no jokes with me right now. None. After this conversation we just had, you have no right. Not one, not two, or not three.
I'm just asking.
I
Chad,
made no.
Chad, do y'all know the Muffin Man? The one that lives
Chat,
on
don't pay
Georgia
no
side?
attention to him. If you don't know, it's okay. Matter of fact, you can act like you don't know. I encourage you to act like you don't know. I'll be saying, look at the wall is so nice right now. It's okay. You ain't got to type nothing. Ain't nobody know no Muffin Man. If you don't know 70s, 80s, the Muffin Man was listening to the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And you don't know? Bless his heart and all his heart. Let's get into this inspirational message because you're going to need some inspiration after today.
Let's get into the inspirational bit. See, Latrice just said, yes, I know.
Auntie, she gonna rep for her son, and I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, she know the Muffin Man.
Oh, man.
Lord have mercy. But the inspirational message for today is the value in your victory. Lord Jesus. Today comes from Deuteronomy 20, chapter 20, verse 4. We are reminded of God's omnipresent support in our battles, a profound assurance that for the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies and to give you victory. This is a powerful test to the divine companionship that accompanies us in every situation or every battle that we face. So the value in your victory. So you never know in any case or happenstance, we're praying and we're praying and we're fasting and we're asking God to do this thing for us, right? And we finally get the blessing. Praise God. Praise Him in the aftermath. We already knew we had the victory. But sometimes people don't realize the effect that your victory has on other people. So for me, if I have a victory, let's say in my finances, or pray to God it does, in my finances or emotionally, what happens between me and Isaiah's crazy little relationship we have, God may bless me and I may have said something to him, or he may be inspired by my blessing. So you never know that someone could be inspired by your blessing, whatever God is going to do for you and with you or through you. You never know. So it encourages you even more. It gives you more of a reason to want to share the gospel, because you never know who it will touch, how it will touch them. God could be using you to talk to someone and you may not even know it. Long as you're doing God's work, He'll do what He needs to do. But be open and don't be afraid to what He's trying to do. God, I am a willing and open vessel for you to use. That is the prayer you must pray. And let that happen. It's about obedience. Let it happen. But there is so much more value than people understand in their victory. That's what I got for today.
I don't know if I can rebuttal or, add more to that, because you already said a word right there, and I'm not just saying that just say that. That is definitely a word, and you never know who you may encounter who needs a blessing just by your presence, even as well. The energy that you put out is the energy that you're also going to receive back. So
Right.
if you give out, excuse me, if you give out positive energy, if you inspire others, if you're willing to help others,
Now y'all know.
if you're willing to help others and
She's telling me it's
inspire
time to go.
others,
That's all.
then you are willing, then that's going to be reciprocated to you as well. So you never know who needs your presence, who needs your blessing, who needs your energy. But also make sure that you are respectful and you value your time as well. And also remember that God is the reason for everything. So all the blessings that you have in your life, make sure that you give thanks for those
And
things as
even the
well.
smallest ones too, Like people
Exactly.
think it's the
Especially
tiny
the
ones that,
small
oh,
ones.
it don't matter, it don't matter. Yeah, it do matter. You better bless God for the fact that He gave it to you. Be like, He's kept me, He's blocked me from seen and unseen. People
Unseen.
forget about
Come,
the and unseen, because
come
the and
on.
unseen is really where should have been getting in trouble, but I didn't get in trouble. So the and unseen, thank the Lord for that too.
The
Because the
unseen
one
dangers that
people,
could have
little
taken
haters
me
who tried
out
to
of
come
here.
get you, yeah, they tried. They tried it. But guess
They
what?
tried.
God blocked it. Yes, He did.
The enemy tried to distract me. Like I said, he on the right path.
Come on this way.
They try to take me out of here, but he's still here. Come
Mm-hmm.
on now. So
Said,
somebody gonna
remember
catch
who I
that.
am and whose I am. That's listen. Don't play. Don't play. I'm telling you, the the most gospel quote unquote gangster is Jesus. Don't play with him.
Come on.
Don't play with his kids.
They call him the
It's a
Big G
bad
for a reason.
idea.
They call him the Big G for the reason.
The big G, the man upstairs, yeah, big man, big boss. Don't play with him.
Come
I'm
on.
his child. Ooh,
Jehovah
y'all get in
Jireh.
trouble. My provider, Jehovah Nisi,
Lord
the
Uranus,
Prince
Big G.
of Peace. Come on now.
Come on
I don't
now.
play. Don't play
We
with that. But
we
yeah,
here to have fun on Thursday, but we also here to inspire. Come
we'll
on.
get inspired. So inspire somebody with the value of your blessing. There's a value in your victory. Every little, I don't care if it's the smallest one, be like, oh, it's a little one. Thank God for it. Thank God for it. Thank God for it. Mm-hmm.
That little one, because they said faith of a mustard seed. Mustard seed is small.
That's somebody's mustard seed.
That small victory can grow to something big later down the road.
You never know.
Whew.
Come on. Listen, right.
Claim that.
See, Auntie knew. I gotta go. Y'all better sign up. Sure won't. I got a job to get to. Gotta get paid, man. I gotta stand on business.
Now. We appreciate y'all joining us for Throwback Thursday. We hope that you enjoyed this first week of the Young People Takeover. We hope that you enjoyed the inspirational messages, segments, the discussions, the topics. We will be back next Tuesday to do this all over again. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out there. We out.
News in Motion.